This one in the middle is pure silver. I just put it on because this video is about this ring. You see how it goes small and a bit bigger at the top. There's a story behind it. What happened was I was taken to a spot, and it had a winding snake road leading up to the train station, the rail works. And it was a winding, stupid one. But I got to the top, and then this guy in a burgundy red car tried to drive. It was full of men, and they tried to get to me at the top, but they didn't have the patience to get to the end because it was so winding, and sometimes it would go backwards and then around like that, and it did that a lot, and you end up losing your patience. But I didn't. I walked up to I followed the winding road until it got to the top part of the rail station because it was on a slope. I got there, and what happened was he tried to get me for his whorehouse because I was pretty destroyed. Pretty destroyed. My mind was really destroyed because to talk to me took me 3 years to talk back. So I seemed to be more powerful than him. I met up with him again in Brisbane, and because I carry a disease in my body that shrinks people. That was Russian. Long time ago, the Russians would test on Germans in prisons and prisoner of war camps. They all died, shrunk and died, but I carry that in me because I'm not a man. It affects males only. There's a video on their disease on YouTube, you can find it. Anyway, before I get, I don't know, if I get really horny, I pop out in blisters near my feet, and that's where the disease comes out. It's like lives off diseases. It's a strange one to explain because I'm only the testee, not the tester. I copped it. When you're an orphan or unwanted, that's when the government takes you and uses those people for tests and so forth. People are looking for the camp today in Russia. They found traces of them. They haven't found bodies. Were they cremated or were they buried? Who knows? And anyway, he got sick. And his half body shrunk, only on one side. He nearly died several times, but he's so wimpy he called the ambulance like a little girl. No, not a little girl, I'm just joking. It's the right thing to do. He nearly died while I was having dinner with a friend he had a girlfriend, but he just wanted to have dinner with someone. So I said, yeah, sure, mate. And we had dinner while we were watching the ambulance fly past with their sirens on. He was dying. He couldn't take the suffering of shrinking. All men do. Once they get it, they shrink and they die. At first I wasn't sure it was my doing. But now I'm pretty sure that it was, I'm a carrier of it. Or it seems to be that I am the one that caused it. It seems to be like that. It may not be true. It could be someone else with test tubes with that disease and gave it to him because they hate him. Everyone hates him. Who wants a pusher that pushes into kids to take marijuana and drugs and everything? Oh God, that's horrible. I don't like it. Today my lungs are killing me for some unknown reason. Oh, they hurt. Are the kidneys behind the ribs at the back? The ribs are only at the front, aren't they? Oh gosh, gee, it's painful. Haven't been out to cop anything. Don't know why I'm hurting like that. I've got a little bit of a cold too. Sort of like, not a cold, but a croaky voice. Anyway, back to this ring. So I saw it online on eBay. And I thought, well, that's a nice ring. That would represent a story. I was going to throw it out, but I'm throwing out my win, so to speak. Silver and these other two rings are gold. That one. And I just wanted to wear it to remember that thing that tried to get me and paid people a lot of money. Apparently the Leons got a lot of money to do things to me so that they can use me. They ended up getting murdered. I suppose it's the same guy. Nobody paid me anything. Wouldn't it be? Isn't that the normal thing to do? If you want someone, you buy them a heap of clothes and give them a home and then hit them with your intentions are they have to prostitute or whatever. Because, you know, when you take things off strangers like that, it becomes very scary for the person. Anyway, that's about it. It's not much to the story except for he's weak. He couldn't get to the top of the road. That means he's lacking in intelligence and patience. Where I was patient and I'm intelligent enough to go to that spot. That's probably why they abused me so badly to send my mind back 3 years. And he kept saying that that he had a burgundy car and all this stuff. And that was him. He was paying them to abuse me so badly that my mind went backwards 3 years. Really torturing me is a bad thing. The x-rays show that my feet were either smashed with hammers and my heel, that's got holes in the bones down under the heel. They say, oh, that's arthritis. No, it's not. Arthritis doesn't eat away your bones. Somebody abused me, and when I came out of it, they just dump you in the road on the streets when they're finished using you. Those 3 years, I don't know what happened. And they keep saying, well, we did this to you, so we want. And his so-called what he wanted thing, he wanted a 33-year-old woman instead of me being 40-something at the time. He wanted a 33-year-old girl. He must have thought, well, we abuse you, we'll use you for what we want. It doesn't work that way. Nothing's free on this planet. I'm not going to give you nothing. And I don't know any 33-year-old women. They think I'm magic or something. How dumb is that? Idiot people. Couldn't even get up to the winding road. Anyway, that's what that ring represents, is that time. That's my dog. All right, Lucky, wait a minute. And that's what this ring is about. It's a memory of how stupid he was, and I'm smarter. I'm the year of the rat. Of course I'm smarter. Fancy that. And you know the year of the rat, the Chinese reckon people turn into the year of the cat ends out to be rats. And the year of the rat turns into a cat and gobbles them up, tricks them. All cats do that. Anyway, just thought I'd share that little info about what this means. I've got other rings put away. Anyway, that's all for now. That's all to do with my ring. Wearing it now and again makes me feel really powerful, because it leaves his doorway open for whatever I want to do, because that was his intentions, was to use me whatever he wanted to do to me. And it didn't work, because I won without guns and knives and kung fuing. I beat him with my intelligence. He's stupid. And I ran into him again, and that's what happened when he got shrunk. But I couldn't get close enough to give him more disease to watch him shrink. I didn't get close enough after a while because he got wind of me having dinner, having fun while he's dying. I'm a bit of a dark one, bit of a dark-sided part. He means nothing to me, never did. I just wanted to use him because I'm sick and tired of all these Leons getting murdered, and because they wanted something. They didn't want me, they just wanted to use between my legs. That's all they wanted, and I find that really disgusting. Anyway, this is my runes with Spartacus. He's my favourite hero. He's my favourite. And I've been reading cards. I got Hecate. That's how you spell it. Hecate. Or it could be Catty. Hecate. Hecate. So, just easier to to do things to, because of the winding road gave me power to do whatever I wanted. And him running around saying, oh, we want a girl, 33-year-old. Him and another one wanted a girl at 33. So there's some sort of pact, Mum, cult or something. It seems stupid to me to have a cult. Because if you're accused of as a dark angel, all the cults are mine. Or that person, I should say, rules over them. So I don't know why they don't get the colours of the symbols. At the time there was a black harp with solid gold leaves all around it, etched into it, real gold. And that was taken by Kevin Leon. He gave it to his sons when it was mine, but never mind, he could shove it up his ass. They're not even my family anyway. So I found out. But anyway, that's the story of the ring. It's got little wind-up things underneath. Too big, because it's pretty much the same as the winding road I stood at the bottom of it, right at the train station. He is too open to anything now because it broke him. He lost his whorehouse. The Italians started bashing into him, and he ran like a little sissy girl or like a little piggy. He'd dob anyone in. And he ran to a caravan park and hid there. How pathetic. And I come along and do that to him. You should see the size of his arm on one side. It's shrunk and a teeny weeny. This little twig arm compared to his other arm, it's real swollen and bigger. And he's normally skinny too, so you can imagine how skinny the arm was. And it was only affecting one side of his body, which is a shame. Because I wanted to shrink a lot of people and have a chess set to play with my dark friends the same as me. I wanted to shrink him and keep shrinking him, keeping him alive so I can have him about a foot tall to play real chess and get stabbed by the knights. Real blood coming out. I'm very dark, I know. But that's what I wanted at the time. I wanted to shrink people with this disease. And only got to use it once. It's a shame because I really, really wanted to study that as to how much to or what to do. Since the pills and stuff, that disease has gone. It comes out now and again. But how would you be having to, excuse me, my dress keeps... How would you be getting to do that to someone? They've got to find those other drugs. If they found the prisoners' bones, they can study the effect it had on them and regrow it or whatever they do to it, because it's a powerful disease. And everybody's thinking COVID's the powerfulest one, but you don't want to go through being shrunk, put it that way. You're better off getting treated for COVID than getting treated for this disease, because you won't win. It doesn't affect girls, but you never know, because I'm a carrier of it. And I'm not a victim of it. I'm a carrier. So it's a mixture of, that foot disease. It's a mixture of that, or this disease kills it, because I can walk around and have those really bad foot disease, itchy and all that, I can walk around and cobble that, but it won't last long because I think this disease eats it and shrinks them. But anyway, that's enough for now about the story of my winding ring. And I wear it sometimes to remember how dumb he was and how smart I am. Or I should, smarter.